So conduct of business, city clerk.
Sorry, I was trying to get myself unmuted.
No problem.
Item 7A, adopt a resolution adopting a list of projects for fiscal year 2021-22 funded by SB1, the Road Repair and Accountability Act of 2017.
City manager.
Yes, I would like to invite Interim Director Haywan Ritchie to provide the presentation.
Yes, thank you, City Manager Grogan. Again, Haywan Ritchie, Interim Public Works Director. Honorable Mayor, City Council members, I would like to share a brief presentation. So, as you are aware, SB1 had passed, also known as RMRA, which stands for, Road Repair Accountability Act of 2017, RMRA, and annually we are required to go to council with our list of projects. So that is the item before you tonight. Oops. The objective is to provide an update on the Pavement Management Program, as well as Senate Bill 1, which is, of course, RMRA, Road Repair Accountability Act of 2017. Agenda, Pavement Management Program, Paving Activity Summary, Senate Bill 1, Prioritization Method, upcoming reconstruction projects, as well as questions and council action. So just briefly, a pavement management program is a tool to help make cost-effective decisions. The program, which is called Street Saver, answers four main questions. What does the city own and maintain? It's a database. What condition is that road in? What repairs are needed and when? And how much is required to maintain or improve streets cost-effectively? The status of the city current street network consists of about 89 centerline miles, and the current PCI is 61. So within the past 5 years, the pavement management program, this is from the pavement program itself. It provided pavement maintenance, which is a slurry seal would be a prime example of 3 1/4 centerline miles, approximately 600,000 was spent. Rehabilitated, or that's an overlay, like mill and fill or an overlay, about 3 1/2 centerline miles for approximately $4 million, and reconstructed about 0.2 centerline miles, which was done on San Antonio Avenue, about 3 blocks, was about approximately $1 million. So as you can see, the cost to provide maintenance on streets that are in good condition, you can cover quite a bit more area for less funding than to provide total street construction. So a bit about Senate Bill 1. Oh, I'm sorry. I do want to mention that as part of the Avenues project that we have been overlaying the streets after the water main replacement, water and sewer main replacement. And so when we factor that additional work that is related to some of those repair projects, the amount of rehabilitation jumps from about 3 1/2 to almost 6 at 5.8. And so I would say about half has been in the east side and half has been about in the west side for the rehabilitation. Reconstruction was solely in the east side of town, and preventive maintenance largely in the western part of town. So Senate Bill 1 is referred to as the Road Repair Accountability Act, again, of 2017, or RMRA. It increased the per gallon fuel excise taxes and vehicle registration fees. It provides additional funding towards maintenance and rehabilitation of local roads. To receive funding for an upcoming year requires that list of proposed projects be funded by SB1, be adopted by resolution at a regular public meeting. So this projected estimate for this fiscal year 21-22 is approximately $800,000. To provide a summary of the SB1 prioritization methodology, the city's established method for prioritizing streets are shown here for SB1. That includes existing pavement condition. So for SB1, it was the worst first consideration. Multifamily residential buildings, so more density. Proximity to gathering places, so these may be areas of gatherings such as schools, parks, public uses, long bus routes for transportation, as well as property density. The streets were selected to provide the highest public benefit. Staff met with council and a subcommittee to provide this information. I would like to say that an overall pavement management program should not focus solely on failed streets. I know that SB1 is focusing on the worst first. And we do need to balance this approach with a preventive maintenance and street rehabilitation program, which the city has. We have an approximately $1 million program for street slurry seal for 21-22, as well as design for the following year street rehabilitation. So we alternate between street slurry seal and overlays. So this SB1 is meant to be funded on those worst streets. So we have other sources of funding in order to provide the preventative maintenance and rehabilitation, and SB1 is for the worst first. So upcoming reconstruction projects, the project for street reconstruction includes a list of streets: Bayshore, Darby, Eastburn, Mills, Montgomery, Parkview, Poplar, and Oxford. Specifically for this year, the two streets are Montgomery and Parkview. These other streets do represent a bit of a backlog on streets that need to be done. We are planning in July to performing the design and working on it aggressively, with anticipated construction in the summer, fall of 22. So that concludes my presentation, and I'm available for questions.
Thank you very much for the report. Questions from colleagues? Not seeing any questions from colleagues. Let me see if I have any. If there's any members of the public that wish to speak on this item, if you could raise your hand now. And in the meantime, we'll go to Councilmember Mason.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, thanks for the presentation. Is the schedule available to the public in an easily accessible manner? Because this is a question I think we all get quite often.
I don't believe it's, there's currently a website, and I think that might lend itself to distribution of information, but that is something that we could do.
Thank you.
Seeing no other hands up or other questions from colleagues, any action? This is a resolution.
Through the chair,
Mr. Salazar.
I'm looking forward to seeing my street get on that list, but I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve this resolution.
I'll second.
Motion Salazar, second Hamilton. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hamilton,
Aye.
Councilmember Mason,
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Marty Medina,
Aye.
Mayor Rico Medina.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you to staff for everything this evening, all the reports and the work that's gone into the budget. For those that have been on the line too, we also have other staff that have been under the attendees, but they have been there who've been instrumental in putting this budget together with city manager, the director's son, and the team, and all the directors.